Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us for this video today. Just a reminder, we're hosting Jubilee Prom on April 17th.
Yeah, April 17th. And if you're asking someone out on a date to prom, then don't forget to use hashtag Jubilee Prom or hashtag promposal and tag us at Jubilee Media.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. That's where we're posting a ton of information and updates for the prom. So go ahead and give us a follow there.
And please stay tuned to the end of the episode because we have a big challenge for you.
All right, guys, enjoy the episode.
I fell in love with one of my closest friends. He told me that even though we weren't right for each other, we'd still be friends and hang out and talk. Now he wants nothing to do with me and ignores me at all costs. I feel absolutely empty.
My crush stopped being friends with me because he didn't want to be in a relationship with me, so I started texting him off a fake number with a different name. I text him every now and then, but he's never realized it's me.
I had a crush on my friend, borderline being in love with her, and so when she left the room one time, I unmatched her with someone on Tinder. I kind of love that. It's not bad.
So they just went through her phone? Dang. Well, that's kind of like holding her back too, isn't it? Like, if you really love her, then wouldn't you just let her be with whoever she wants to be with?
I'm really bad at opening envelopes. Yep, I already screwed it out. That's okay. I am in a committed relationship, yet I have a crush on another man. I feel guilty, confused, and shameful. The relationship I have with my boyfriend is magical, and I never expected something like this to happen to me. I was dating somebody for like 6 months. And towards the end of it, I fell in love with one of my best friends, and it was just one of the most difficult things I'd personally experienced, just emotionally and morally, I think it's unfair to blame yourself for that. You can't control your emotions. You can't choose who you like and who you don't like. It's not anybody's fault.
I fell in love with one of my closest friends. He told me that even though we weren't right for each other, we'd still be friends and hang out and talk. Now he wants nothing to do with me and ignores me at all costs. I feel absolutely empty. I did go through this situation not that long ago. I did feel really sad and felt like what was wrong with me, or why does he not want to reciprocate these feelings? I wanted answers that he wasn't willing to give me. And so I just had to come to the realization that some things are just better left unsaid, and that if I was meant to know, I would have known. It was hard to come to that conclusion because I'm the type of person that loves closure, but it's not guaranteed for everyone, so.
I came out as a lesbian when I was around 14, and my best friend was my first girl crush. I wanted to confess, but she is homophobic, so I knew I could never tell her. Her comments on homosexual people got so bad that I started cutting myself. I myself am a lesbian. I realized around that same time, 14, that I never really told anyone about it, because I was scared of people's perceptions. I think you need to tell her, because if she has this closed-minded view of the world, it's not gonna help her grow either. And as cheesy as it sounds, it's gonna get better. And who you are as a person, that's who you should love.
I'm in love with my best friend. I left our mutual workplace and a city a few months ago. I told everyone I was excited for a new opportunity, but I actually left because it's too hard to be just friends with him and work together every day. I've regretted leaving and not speaking my truth every day since. Now I'll never know what could have been.
I fell for a guy for 2 years. We became close friends. I never told him how I felt out of fear of ruining a friendship. He recently moved back home from Texas, not even knowing that I would go with him if only he asked me to. I think about it every day. He was the one that got away.
I can understand being afraid. Being vulnerable about your feelings is always like terrifying. Instead of viewing it as like scary, just think about like how brave that is to talk about how you feel and admit to someone how you feel. I think there's actually like a lot more strength and bravery in that than like hiding it forever.
There was a guy I worked with, and we spent the summer going out for drinks, hanging out, and sleeping together. I ended up falling in love with him, but didn't tell him. When I went to work in a different state for half a year, he ghosted me right after I left. I still think about him to this day and wonder what I did wrong. Well, I can say if someone is to ghost another person, to have that amount of disregard for another person, that's more a reflection of them than you. Too many times in romantic encounters, people look inward when there's wrongdoing and then attribute good things to their partner. If someone ghosts you, that's someone that's honestly not worth any more of your energy.
Never had a significant other asked, nor have I been taken on a date. It used to make me feel as though I have something wrong with me. I am too ugly, too fat, or just not enough. It caused me to think I had no right to have a choice or have boundaries. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but that's not true. You are good enough. Now, just because you've never been asked on a date, welcome to my life. I've never been asked on a date either. But I don't think that I'm not good enough. I think that everybody is different, and everybody expects something different, but you are good enough.
Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out that episode. I really enjoyed getting to be a part of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Yeah, Bonnie, it was super awesome to see you in the episode, reading secrets from people who are just so brave to put themselves out there. And talking about bravery, we're coming up with a series called The Leap, #The Leap Challenge. We want to challenge you to reconnect and reach out to maybe a family member you had a falling out with, an old friend you maybe have to ask forgiveness, or even call your parents to say a simple I love you.
So if you're interested in taking the Leap Challenge, go to the link in our description, fill out the form below, and maybe yours is a story that we'll be telling in some of these upcoming episodes.
Yeah, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.
Bye guys.
Bye guys, be safe.